was to do my reading log on a book called 12 Days in May. It's a Freedom Ride of 1961. And here's the front cover of the book. It is written by Larry Dane Bremner, and it's a Sibert Honor Book Award for 2018. Well, it talks about the 12 days of the Freedom Ride that takes place with the Freedom Riders that are wanting to make an example of the law and test the law of what passed for the civil rights so that blacks and whites were not segregated. There were 13 writers that originally went with it. And the writers were both black and white writers. And that's there. And then it talks about a few different cases that ended up going to the Supreme Court, and that's how it starts, to talk about them and how they ended up winning the situations in the Supreme Court because they didn't want the blacks to be segregated anymore from the whites, and they wanted them to have equal rights. Right here on page 19, it shows you all the writers that are on there. The main person was James Farmer. He was the organizer and the leader of the group, the Freedom Ride. And then the other people are also as important because they did a lot of the tests in the different terminals at the buses, for the Grand Howe buses terminals and the Trailways bus terminals. And so they did a lot of different stuff, and they were trying to make sure that people understood that they were there. They would go to the white counters if they were black and sit there to eat, or they would go into like the black restrooms with the signs that were posted. Some of the places didn't have signs posted because they ended up taking them down because of the law had told them they had to, but some places didn't do that. And then there's a bunch of different pictures here. There's different pictures. They're all done in black and white because they are snapshot photos from journalists that were there following the Freedom Riders at the time. So there was a lot of different things there. It talks about each day of what happens on each day. So it started on May 4th, 1961, and it ended on May 17th because it was 12 days. Anyways, it's got a bunch of information on here. There's May 15th that talks about that. That's the 12th day. Excuse me, May 15th, not the 17th, that it ends on as far as the Freedom Riders goes. But it has a lot of different pictures in there and different things that were going on. Here is one where the Ku Klux Klan lit the bus on fire of the Freedom Riders, trying to kill them, but it didn't happen. They ended up getting off the bus, and the ambulances didn't want to take them to the hospital because they only wanted to treat the white people and not the black people. But the Freedom Riders wouldn't go without their black friends, and so the ambulance ended up taking all of them to the hospital. But the hospital feared for their safety, so they said as soon as you guys are treated, they needed to leave. And so that was the thing there. On there, this is a nonfiction. A nonfiction book. It's also historical nonfiction, or historical fiction, that it has to do with the 12 days in May. And then I thought that for the activity that I wanted to do for the younger children, I wanted to share some of the songs that were there with them and learn one of the songs that they did for the Freedom Ride. And then the older children, I wanted to do a KWL chart, and then I wanted them to use that chart to write a 1 to 2 paragraph summary of what they